is the Upper Goose Pond Cabin, bright red. Red cabin, that's where the bunkhouse is upstairs, and downstairs is a living room, a nice big table, a good kitchen back there. We just had some pancakes. Now get this, we had blueberry and chocolate chip pancakes together, blueberries and chocolate chips in one pancake, and it was delicious. So here's the cabin. Right down there is the gorgeous lake, and we camped up yonder. There's H2O ready to hike out with me, and Gigi is running around like normal. Anyway, I'll talk to you on the trail
later
when I get going from here. So, well, howdy ho, friends, family, fans, and finish line focused, fantastically fabulous folks. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, top of the morning and balance of the day to you, as my dad always says. So, today is Monday, August 7th. Dang, time is flying by. August 7th. Anyway, I am hiking the Appalachian Trail today, in case you were wondering. And so I started off at the Upper Goose Pond Cabin. It's not a shelter, it's a cabin. That thing is was a home, and somebody sold it, I guess, to the Appalachian Mountain Club. So family met me there yesterday evening, and we had a very good evening. Let me give you some thoughts on the cabin, and these are just my thoughts. You may have a completely different thought or experience, but it's run by volunteers, and they get a caretaker in there, and I'm not sure, probably each caretaker stays for a different length of time. I don't know if they're there for 3 days or 1 day or a week. I don't know. Then there are other volunteers that come in and help, and so I assume, or I'm sure, your experience will greatly depend on your caretaker and how friendly he or she is, how much of a rule Nazi they are. And it just kind of depends. There are lots of rules, and I understand they have to have rules to keep things in order, etc. But boy, there's a list of rules. Anyway, our caretaker was, I think this person was missing something in the rest of their life, and so they're trying to find it by kind of being a Upper Goose Pond Cabin Nazi, if you will. A little bit, a little controlling, a little bit of a freak. These people that come there, if they're southbound, they've hiked 650 miles to get there. They can set up their tent. They can find a place to set it up. For the northbound hikers, man, we've hiked nearly 1,600 miles when we get to that point. We spend a lot of time on the trail and in the woods, and so we're able to take care of ourselves. But anyway, so I guess all this to say, it was sure neat, and I would definitely recommend going there. But it's also kind of stressful. Like, they're real hinky about everything, and they get so many people that come through there. They have to be, very touchy about every little thing. But you're kind of used to setting your own schedule and kind of making your own, not your own rules. I mean, we have to obey rules. I get it, but you're kind of independent. And then you get there and have someone that just barks orders and has kind of a weird personality and whatever. Anyway, so it's a good experience. It wasn't a great experience. I enjoyed it. It would be better if there were less people. The problem, like at breakfast this morning, is that everybody's looking forward to these pancakes. And so all these hikers just pack in there. And there's probably, 20 to 30 hikers in this little cabin, and the poor volunteers are super stressed, and some hikers, I'm sure, are rude, and so they kind of respond to every hiker like we're going to be rude. And when you're not, and you're treated as though you were, it kind of leaves a bit of a mark. And so breakfast was kind of stressful. There's supposed to be, everybody gets 4 pancakes, and it was very difficult to even get 2. And anyway, it was okay. But I feel for the volunteers. I'm thankful for the volunteers. I think the Appalachian Mountain Club is awesome, and I think I'm going to join that club, support them when I get off the trail, and probably stay at some other places like that. But Just, you know, I'm not going to let one or two stressed out, you know, caretakers or volunteers, you know, rob my my joy of all that. But it was a little bit difficult. And anyway, so yeah, but I would definitely recommend stopping in there. Hopefully, I mean, if I didn't have like the wife and kids, it wouldn't probably be as bad, because they were like a little stressed, thinking like, anyway, there you go. I'm gonna stop there. It was just a little more tense than what I would have liked, which makes me tense, which makes, you know, poor Halo and Pristine especially, makes them all tense, because we all three pick up on other people's, you know, body language and tension, and then it causes us to respond accordingly, especially me. I'm super sensitive, and that's made Halo also very sensitive to other people. And so anyway, had some coffee, had two pancakes, and took off and hiked. So got to back to the truck with H2O. He hiked with me, and he is so excited. He's like, "Hey Dad," he says, "today, for the first time ever, I hiked as fast as a cheetah." Because sometimes he gets a little behind. And so he was very excited, and I was too. He did great. It was only like 2.5 miles, but still it took us an hour to do that, and he did great. So hiked back to the truck. I got some groceries for the day, got some snacks, and I took off. Headed for the trail while Halo, Pristine, Gigi, and Poke hiked to the truck. They were going to finish some breakfast maybe and then hike back to the truck. And so they're there now, and they're headed into another town to get some groceries or get some breakfast for Caleb. He didn't want the blueberry and chocolate chip pancakes. He's just weird like that. So anyway, then we're all getting a hotel room in Dalton tonight, and we'll be able to hopefully get laundry done and stuff like that, because they're taking off tomorrow. So it's going to be hard tomorrow. But maybe if I remember all the like stress from the Upper Goose Pond Cabin, it'll make it easier, because I know that they're getting away from all that, and I am too. But boy, I'm loving hiking the trail, loving Massachusetts. It's been tough, like honest tough, not crazy trying to kill you, but it's been picturesque and pretty, and I've enjoyed people, meeting tons of Sobos, pretty rock, meeting tons of Sobos right now. I mean, they are everywhere. Meeting a lot of new Nobos because of my time off. So yeah, just a whole new group, whole new experience. Pretty laid back. I think that most of us Nobos are starting to understand that, you know, we can make the trail, we can do it, and so maybe we can slow down and enjoy a little more. So I think everybody's a little more relaxed than we were, you know, back at the beginning and in the middle. So I'm enjoying it. The plan is to meet Curdog today in Dalton. Now, he neroed yesterday and zeroed today, and I'm going to be doing a big day, so I'm going to be exhausted and he'll be ready to go. So I don't know what tomorrow will bring. We'll see. But anyway, stay tuned and we'll talk to y'all later. All right, guys. Well, I just got done with my little rant about the Upper Goose Pond Cabin and walking along here, and I ran into these fine ladies, and so they have a pretty interesting story, so I thought I'd let them say hello and tell us, yeah, who you guys are and where you're from and what you're doing here.
All right. Okay, so I'm Wayne, and this is Salty.
Hello.
And we're from Devon in the UK, and
I'm through hiking.
And
Mum is doing half.
I'm doing half.
So you started at
Harper's Ferry.
At Harper's Ferry. So yeah, very cool. Mother and daughter out here. Daughter doing the whole thing, and Mom doing half of it. Remarkable. So when did you start, Salty?
I started on the 7th of March. I took a month off in June?
June, yeah.
I came back to the UK, and then me and Mum came back out on the 5th of July and started again at Harper's Ferry.
Oh wow, you took a month off.
Yeah, it's because of visa because I did it I was really last minute in deciding to do the trail. So I'm just doing it on a normal tourist visa, which is 3 months.
Okay.
Sections.
You had to go leave the United States and then come back. Oh,
Yeah.
Was it hard to get back on the trail? Like with your legs, were they more tired?
No, it was all right. Once we started doing really big miles, like 22 miles.
Yeah, when we got going,
I made her do 22 miles.
Alex said to me, we have to do 22 miles a day. That's what everybody does. And I believed her
Wrong.
for about a week.
Yeah.
Until I literally broke.
Yeah.
I
and then
broke
we
down
break.
and said, I have to do something other than hike and sleep, Alex. And so she, and then I started to meet other people, and they weren't doing 22 miles a day.
So we slowed it down.
We slowed it down.
All right, if you survived that, you can survive the rest of it. Well, it was sure nice to meet you ladies. It's been cool.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank
See
you.
you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, it's been raining kind of most of the afternoon, so I've kind of had to keep my phone put away. It's been on and off, never real hard, but it'll like act like it's going to get really hard, and so I've scrambled to get my phone case and protect my phone and whatever, and then pretty soon it stops and just on and off, which I'm thankful that it hasn't really cut loose or anything, so I'm very thankful. I had met Halo and the kids at the road right next to the Cookie Lady's house this afternoon. I got there at 1 o'clock, which was 11 miles for me that morning. I thought nearly 12. I think it was 11 something. Anyway, sat down and had a very good lunch there. Had a lot of food, and it's a great quick little visit. Rocket and Bluebird were there, and boy, I wish I'd interviewed them. I hopefully I'll get a chance to soon, but Bluebird, the girl from Massachusetts, had like sprained her ankle this morning, and it really, I guess, audibly popped real loud. And anyway, they were at the intersection, and so after I got done with lunch, Halo was taking them into town so they could get some ice and stuff. Evidently, she sprained her ankles a lot before, so she wasn't super alarmed or whatever. So hopefully she's okay, and they can get back on the trail quickly. So they're a very nice couple. I really like them, and Rocket and I seem to have a lot in common, so it's been fun. Evac was there, and he got a cookie at the Cookie Lady's house and took off. So we just went like 2 more miles, and there was Rob Bird again doing trail magic at the next road. So I got like a bear claw or whatever and a bottle of juice, and I took off. And so I was going to meet Halo 7 miles from the Cookie Lady's house, which would be 2 miles short of Dalton, thinking it would be around 5:30. And the trail's been pretty gentle and fairly fast this afternoon, and so I'm making really good time. I've taken some ibuprofen, and I feel pretty good, and so I am kind of hauling the mail. So it looks like I'll be at that road about a half hour or more early. So I think I'm going to push on into Dalton, which will be 20 for the day, and put me there about 6 o'clock, maybe just a little after, which is kind of late. I hate to do that. It means everything this evening, including supper and resupply and laundry and all that, will be really rushed tonight, which is just a bummer. I mean, it is no fun whatsoever. The only hope I have is that tomorrow I will just do a short day. So I'll kind of do things in opposite. I'll like do a Nero tomorrow rather than, a Nero into town. So we'll just kind of do it in reverse order, which should work out. So I should be able to get stuff done tomorrow that I don't get done tonight, and which means hopefully tonight will be a little bit more restful and relaxing. Not sure, but that's my hope. So, because otherwise 38 miles in 2 days is a pretty good chunk for me, especially the last few days have been pretty challenging physically. Now, yesterday wasn't, well, it was a little bit challenging, but today hasn't been as bad, at least with hills. So, anyway, that's kind of the plan right now, is to go ahead and push on into Dalton, which would really be great. I'd love to make it all the way to the town. I don't want to leave myself 2 miles short. I'd hate that. I'll feel better getting into town. And I know Halo wants me into town also. She'll feel better. So just FYI, that's where Cur Dog is today. He's zeroing today, so I think he is aware of my need for a short day. So I think he's planning on a short day tomorrow also, which probably 2 shorter days in a row, or a short day and like a little longer day the next day, put us over Mount Greylock and to the Vermont border, which will be awesome. So that's kind of where we're at, and I'm hoping my body holds up. I don't do anything, too crazy here. I hope nothing rebels against me and causes me any setback, because I do not want that. But it's been fun. But this part of the trail is especially nice. You're getting to see a beautiful section of trail. It's been very rocky and rooty today, and real muddy, real boggy. Been lots of planks and stuff, and the planks are kind of uneven and slippery, and they are usually only one kind of more narrow board, and they're moss covered, and so anyway, it's not a good place to make up much time. But when you are a spidery cheetah, you can do it. And so the Lord has been with me, and I have been able to do it. Not doing too bad. So, and still enjoying hiking, enjoying Massachusetts. I really like the state. It has been very, very nice. Not many views, but when you get one, it's pretty darn nice. And then there's lots of other advantages. So, yeah, there you have it. That's basically all I got right now. All right, welcome to Dalton. What state am I in? Massachusetts. There's the mountain I just came down, crossed over some railroad tracks, walked down that road right there, and I am on the Appalachian Trail. There's a blaze right there. So I am hiking the AT. I'm headed down the street in Dalton, Massachusetts. I am worn out, but feel great. I'm so glad to get this done today. Man, it feels good. I'd like to go even to the edge of town or wherever this evening. So I don't know. Halo's on her way to pick me up, but I want to walk as far as I can tonight and get this city stuff done. So Cur Dog and I tomorrow can head out. So we'll see where I end up, but I think we've got a buffet lined up for supper this evening. So we'll see. Haha. All right, thanks for coming along, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, not sure what river that is or what this little dam is or whatever, but it's kind of neat. Halo is ready for me to be done. She's waiting there. So I'm heading up to this intersection, and that's where I'll stop for the night. By the way, it was 5:30 when I came off the mountain. It's 5:40 right now, and it's starting to rain a little hard. So I am gonna quit right here and call it good. Yeehaw, thank you, Lord. All right.